Alright, hi guys. We're finally back with another episode of Wit The Tea. We'll start off with my producer. He actually spent a little bit of time in jail and of him getting pulled over by the cops when he was driving out of a 7-Eleven. He forgot to put on his blinker when he pulled out of the parking lot, so he got pulled over. The cop told him that he pulled him over for him not putting on his blinker. Next thing you know, they're asking him to get out of the car. First of all, why are you getting out of the car when you got pulled over for a blinker that didn't get turned on? That's the first thing. Pulled him out of the car, he gets out of the car. Obviously by now they have branded his name, they know who he is, they can clearly see that he's black, and now that they know that he's on probation for a crime that was done a long time ago. He's already done his time, he's still on probation for a little bit longer. They saw that when they looked him up. Fast forward. They asked him to search his car. He tells them no, that they can't search his car. They search his car anyway. Search his car. And before this all happened, in my mind, I was thinking that if you're on probation, they do have a right to search your car. No. Technically, the law is that your probation officer has to be there for them to search your car. So the cops can't just do it. They have to get permission from your probation officer. So that's the law. I was thinking that they had a right to do it, but no, they didn't. He said no. They searched his car anyway. His glove compartment was locked, so they needed the key to get into there. They asked him for his keys. He told them no. They physically assaulted him, took his keys, and then searched it anyway. That's when they found his gun, so he went to jail for the gun. But before we even got there, a lot of his rights were violated. They assaulted him. They did a illegal search on his vehicle. Just violated his rights. First of all, my advice to him when I first heard the story was you should have went live immediately. Okay? Anytime I get pulled over, Instagram live, Facebook live, everything got a live. We're live. Hello, I'm getting pulled over right now. Make sure you guys, when you guys get pulled over, if you guys are on social media anyway, going live, eating crab legs, go live when you get pulled over, okay? Because that's when it's important. Whether they got a body cam on or not, you need to go live, because that's the first thing I'm doing when I get pulled over. So there could be no denial on anybody's part about what happened. He got pulled over for not putting his blinker on. In reality, he got pulled over because he was black, and he got searched because he was on probation. That's the real story. So they held him for that. So they held him. When he went to court, they gave him a $10,000 cash bond. Who gets a cash bond anymore? So they gave him a cash bond because they pulled him over, did an illegal search, and found a gun they wasn't supposed to find in the first place. They never was supposed to do that because they didn't have no warrant or no probable cause. So now there's a $10,000 cash bond. Why? Because you think that niggas can't come up with $10,000? Came up with the money. Came up with all the money. Paid the money on the next day. Now they're holding him. So they're sending him to court. They're holding him for something else. They sent him to court. They put his court date 9:30, and then the second court date was at 10:30. They took him to his 9:30 court date. Meanwhile, he done missed the one because he's still in custody. Missed his 10:30 court. Now he has a warrant that he got from not going to court while he was in custody. Like, all of it sounds like it's made up. It all really happened. So that's why we missed all these shows. I was reaching out to him about recording. Now he can't leave the house, so I'm at his house right now. We're just gonna do the show from here, period. Because niggas is not stopping the show. With the T's will go on. It will go on. Anyway, free my nigga. He's out, but they trying to send him back. So y'all pray for my nigga, because they will not be getting him. And then after all this is done, we're gonna have a lawsuit, and we're all gonna be rich. So that's how that went. All of that's been happening in our community. I wanted to speak on a little bit. I'm sure you guys have heard about or seen in the news. Stephen Marquez got arrested. He's a 14-year-old kid that got arrested for first-degree murder of William Kidd, a security guard that, did security at a club downtown. The incident actually happened on 29th and Larimer on July 10th. I wanted to talk a little bit more about that because there was an update. The last update was how they found him in Wyoming at an unknown person's house. The person hasn't been disclosed, and arrested him. And now they brought him back to Denver, obviously, and we're deciding if they were going to try him as an adult for the first-degree murder charge. And the update is basically that they might or might not charge him as an adult. So yeah, the latest update confirmed that he will be charged as an adult. There are not much more details from there. Also, a community activist by the name of Lamamba. We all know him as the founder of Gloves Up, Guns Down. It's supposed to promote against gun violence, and he really is an activist in our community. We all know him, know what he's about, know his cause, and we know the backstory behind it as well. This last weekend, there was an incident. Like I said, not too much details. I'm not going to speak too much on it because I've only read what's been reported. That there was a shooting at a birthday party in Commerce City. And like I said, we're going to follow this story, give you guys more updates about what's going on. I know that some of you guys know him personally, so I hope you don't get too offended. And if you have any extra information that we can shine a light on, that would be helpful as well, because I know they're not going to report everything that happened behind that. So yeah, if you want to give your input, let us know what we don't know, what's not going to be reported. That would be helpful, and I can speak on that as well because we know him as our community activist still. It doesn't matter what's being said or what's reported or what actually happened. He has done a lot in this community, and he has been against gun violence, and we know why. And I believe that something else is going on. But like I said, I'm not going to get too much into that. It's unfortunate, but that's some of the things that's been happening in our community as well. So hopefully we get more details about that so I can speak more up on that. I definitely am going to follow the story on that for sure. Hey guys, this is Key. Catch my show every Thursday, Key with the Tea, on Bring It to the Table Colorado, on YouTube, Spotify, and all other platforms.